Yeah. What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Friday. Here with Pick Dawgz Morning Show, man. We live 365 just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see today's action playing out. Man, today we got a good card of action. It's small college hoops, huge NBA, decent NHL, and then off the roller coaster last night, we got another one. College football playoff game. I got my guy Kosty Durant with me here this morning. Kosty, good morning, sir. How are you feeling today?
I'll tell you how I'm feeling today.
Turn me up.
That's how I'm feeling today. Let's fucking go.
Turn me up, you.
I mean, I know we're going to discuss this, and you asked me how I'm doing, but I know you'll probably have a monologue to say about this as well. But just like we talked about this off air, me and you were saying, just one more conversation. If Mitch was here and the U is in the title game, he would be absolutely going insane. The show would be 2 hours, and an hour and a half would be about the Hurricanes. That's exactly how it would go. So what a game. What a performance. They get to play in their home stadium. I was on them last night. You said you liked them as well. Man, they try to give it away, but still, they were able to close the door, and they move on to the Natty.
Yes, they do, man. What a game that was last night, man. What a finish. Like you said, I would do anything to talk to Mitch right now. Talk to the GOAT himself, bro. Like, I just know he going insane right now. He gotta be, man. Shout out to the Canes. Now, it's only right I come here and be completely honest, though. It's only right. That was a PI.
No.
That's a PI. Oh, everything. I'm sitting there with I'm sitting there with my Miami ticket saying that's a PI.
This is the Miami cornerbacks yesterday.
Facts.
What were they doing?
Man, they couldn't
see this.
They couldn't catch a thing.
Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. What do I got right here? Oh, right here. Ray Lewis, Miami. Even though I've never went to Miami and I was not a Miami fan growing up, two of the best, the GOATs, played on the Baltimore Ravens and were franchise players, two of the best at their position. So I've always had deep-rooted interest in the Hurricanes every year. It hasn't been there over the last decade plus, but man, all the doubters said Carson Beck can't win big games. This is his 7th year in college, and they finally put together the right way to win games, which is defense wins championships. You run the ball, you control the possession, and you have electric guys like Malachi Toney doing things that you shouldn't be doing when you're classified as a senior in high school. Senior in high school. It's insane for him to be that talented, that young, and still be that electric. What a cool game.
Man, what a game. But that was PI. I'm sorry. That was PI. He grabbed him, bro. He grabbed him. Refs, you got if I'm the ref, I don't know if I throw the flag either, though. I don't know. I just telling y'all what my eyes saw. And my eyes saw PI. But I'm glad I cashed my Miami ticket, though. Chambliss, whew, you a dog, though, my boy. You are a dog. You are a fucking dog. Shout out to you, bro. I thought you played your heart out last night. I was so happy for Carson Beck, though. When I seen him bounce out that pocket and get into the end zone, like, you could just feel it coming off his skin. Like, all of the goddamn hate he been getting, you know what I mean? All of it just kind of melted away in that moment. Like, this is why you go play that one more year. This is why you go to Miami. You know what I mean? A lot of people tried to bury him after Georgia. But that's how you stand in the pocket in the face of adversity and deliver. And deliver.
Yeah, that last drive. Whew.
Man.
Everything about it.
So it's absolute cinema. The last 2 football games we've watched have been cinema, from Ravens, Steelers to now last night. Shit got me pumped for tonight. It got me pumped for this weekend, man. So we got playoff football all weekend, and I'm just ready to sit back and enjoy it, man. So
yeah, I haven't been on yet since the Harbaugh firing, even though I had the rant on Monday and I said that Harbaugh should be fired. And look, 18 years for this organization, one of the winningest coaches of all time, to have that many playoff appearances, a Super Bowl, to have all the accolades that he had. Thank you, Harbaugh, for doing what you did, but it was just time to move on. And he had his chances with Lamar. You had a 2-time MVP, potentially should have been a 3-time MVP. To have not made it to the Super Bowl yet with all the talent around him. Unfortunately, we need to change. And my wish list right now, and as crazy as this sounds, Brian Flores becomes the new head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, the 4th head coach of all time. And he hires Mike McDaniel, Mickey, to be our offensive coordinator.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at that at all. I ain't mad at that whatsoever. There's a lot of options out there. I don't think there's many great options, but I think there's a lot of intriguing options.
Who do you think they're going to hire?
I don't know. It's because it's just there's so many good jobs open right now is the problem. And it's like, just depending on the guy where he has Baltimore on that level, because the Giants is open. It's the Giants, but that's still New York. You know what I mean? Like, to be the head coach of the New York Football Giants is still a pretty big thing. The Dolphins job is appeasing. Y'all are open, like you said, because the reason y'all hold so much weight is it's a win now team and the job security that typically comes with that. Like you said, y'all only had 4 head coaches ever. 3. So, you know what I mean? The job security that comes with that. Who else is open? Then there's, you got your Arizona's, your Tennessee,
Cleveland, Arizona,
all
the Raiders.
The Raiders is also interesting too because of the number 1 overall pick. Who they want to pair with. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm kind of ready to sit back and play that game though. I'm interested to see how the playoffs play out first, because I still think there's a couple teams, aka the Steelers with Tomlin, that if they lose this weekend, they might fire him. I kind of got that feeling about a couple teams. So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I have that vibe as well, because the Steelers, they lose this first playoff game. Now they have an open opportunity to not be that first team, which was the Ravens, to hire a long-standing coach. And we've seen this before.
Let me ask you this. Any chance in the world Tomlin goes to the Ravens? Any chance in the world?
No. We're not going to – that's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for a game manager anymore. We're looking for a play caller, whether it's defensive, whether it's offensive. We're looking for a play caller. If it's going to be Flores, he's going to be calling our defense. Now, on my wish list, if I had a choice, I would have a young offensive mind, a Ben Johnson type, a Sean McVay type, a Shanahan type, where that head coach is also calling the plays. But if Flores comes in, I'm sure you can get a good coordinator to work with Lamar. I mean, it's a great opportunity for anybody, but my prediction is Harbaugh goes to the Giants. It's either Harbaugh or Stefanski that goes to the Giants. And I don't know if you saw last night, they caught Jackson Dart's mouth, and he said, Stefanski or Harbaugh. That's really what they're going to do. I don't see anywhere else. But
I think if I had to call it, I'd say Harbaugh goes to Miami.
I think the Giants is more appealing.
And Stefanski goes New York.
To New York.
If I had to call it.
Clint Kubiak is up there on the list with interviews. The OC in Seattle. Jesse Minter, the DC at the Chargers. Then you have there's a couple other guys that are sprinkled in there. But Anthony Weaver, there's some guys out there. You have Vance Joseph. Somebody just mentioned Cliff Kingsbury. I don't know. I would take Cliff as an offensive coordinator. He is talented. You give him a talented roster. We've seen it before. He is talented. But look, the Ravens organization as a whole has always made the right choice. I trust in their decision-making. It's not like the Browns where we go, what are you doing? Like every year, what are you doing? I trust the organization to make the right choice. Justin mentioned Minter. I like Minter. I think Minter is a very good young McDonald-ish type coordinator, potential coach. We were a year too late. I loved McDonald when he was here. I wish we would have taken the plunge, but
that's what y'all should have did. Y'all should have.
Yeah, but we won too much. We were too hot, and we got too far in the playoffs that there was no way they were going to put it on Harbs. And then this year, you had all that talent going into the year, and again, you're losing fourth quarter leads. Again, players don't respect you, and it's unfortunate, but we've seen it before with Tony Dungy, who orchestrated that Tampa Bay roster and then went to the Colts and had a great career. Andy Reid had a great career with the Eagles. He was let go. He went to the Chiefs dynasty. The Eagles still survived, and they were able to win Super Bowls. So it's just sometimes the time is up, and it's not a bad thing, but you just, you grow apart. It's like a marriage. You go apart, you get divorced, and you move on.
Crazy stat for y'all that I found out the other day. There's one head coach in the NFL that had more rushing yards than Bo Jackson.
There's a head coach in the NFL right now.
Well, that one of the 32 that were before the firings. Let's just say before the firings. There was one of the.
So you're okay. So you're basically telling me he was fired. I've read into that. Really? Drawing a blank.
He had more rushing yards in his career than Bo Jackson.
Somebody said Pete Carroll.
When Pete.
John Harbaugh was not a running back.
He was not a running back, but he finished his career with more rushing yards than Bo Jackson.
What?
No shit. Insane stat. What? Absolutely insane stat. He played quarterback. I think he finished with 2 or 3 more rushing yards than Bo did. Bo only played what? Bo was in the league like that. So it's actually insane stat, man.
Shout out John.
Or was it Jim?
I don't know.
It was one of them.
I think it's probably Jim. Jim had a long career. So
yeah, okay, so it was Jim. My fault, it was Jim. Yeah, it was Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insane though. I thought that was crazy.
Man, we have a great game tonight. We're gonna chop it up and talk about it. Great playoff wildcard weekends. One of my favorite weekends in the NFL.
Same.
And we have 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday. So excited to break those. Well, we're not going to break those down today, and we don't have any Circa picks. It's unfortunate. This is the first non-Circa Friday. Yeah. Very unfortunate. Did we make any money in Circa this year?
We did not, unfortunately.
Man, you guys suck.
We weren't.
Do better next year.
They weren't sucky enough to get the trash money, and they weren't good enough to get the good money. We were just.
All right, so you guys you should be worse next year or better. Don't be in the middle.
All right.
Come on, man.
All right, y'all. Let's do it. Let's start our day, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start in the National Hockey League Association, NHLA. Kosty don't really cover it, so I'll go ahead and get y'all some information you need to know. Check out the wraparound. I did see Rufo already got it up. It's just 3 games today. Capitals and the Blackhawks, Kings and the Jets, Blues and the Mammoth. My 2-team parlay on the show yesterday in hockey, we cashed it. We did cash it yesterday. We did do that. Shout out the Hurricanes and shout out the Golden Knights. I'm low key a no sweat. So let's see. Today in hockey, I would go with the Jets in the bounce back spot. I know they've been hot garbage, been playing like straight ass, but it's a play on the spot, play on the situation for me, man. Bounce back game at home. That also happens to be a revenge game. They lost the last game they played against the Kings 3-0. They did beat them the first time. They haven't played since the beginning of November. I think it's a good spot to fade the Kings coming off a pretty significant homestand. The last 4 were just played at home. And I think this is a good spot for the Jets coming off of back-to-back L's. Losses at home to Edmonton and Golden Knights and Las Vegas are not terrible. But I'm going to take the Jets tonight. I want to tack some plus money with them at home. Mammoth Blues, I would lean towards the Mammoth straight up on the money line. Little revenge game for them at home as well. They're playing better. They've won 3 of their last 4. I think this is one where they stack another win. Last time we just saw the Blues get flooded on the road by Chicago. If you can get flooded on the road by the Blackhawks, you can definitely get flooded on the road against the Mammoth. And then Capitals, Blackhawks. Blackhawks are playing well right now. I don't really got nothing bad to say about them. Actually, we'll probably keep it rolling with them. This is their 5th home game in their last 6 games. They've won 5 straight. Washington coming off the pretty significant homestand. 4 of the last 5 were just played at home. Blackhawks have already beat the Capitals have already beat the Capitals this season. I think they beat them again today. So Blackhawks plus money, Jets plus money, Mammoth as a favorite. That is kind of my thoughts. Where's my beef with Washington teams? They're just not that good. They're just not that good.
Before we go into the next segment, so this gentleman actually posted in the Facebook Pick Dawgz chat his ticket plus 12,500 for the exact score that Roof gave him on the show yesterday.
That's insane. Roof did nail it.
$10. His $10 ticket paid $12.50.
That's good little cash right there.
It's awesome,
man. All right, that's hockey for today, y'all. That is the National Hockey League Association baby card today, but you know what it is and what it ain't. Let's go to the hardwood. Let's talk some hoops. Go to college basketball. It's a baby card over there today, man. One game's already started, Youngstown State. They ain't playing nobody, but we got Miami, Ohio versus Toledo, Rider versus Fairfield, Cleveland State versus Oakland, Wright State versus Detroit Mercy, Iapui, a.k.a. IU Indy, out on the road, 7.5-point dogs against the Gottliebs, Wisconsin, Green Bay. We got Merrimack, 4.5-point dogs against Siena. Mount St. Mary's is home dogs against St. Peter's. Niagara Falls is 9.5-point dogs to Iona. Sacred Heart, a.k.a. Sharp, is 6.5-point home dogs with Marist rolling in. Canisius versus Manhattan. North Kentucky, Milwaukee. The Zips are in action today. Zip. They're laying 4.5 on Bowling Green. USC no longer ranked. Now dogs on the road to Minnesota. Minnesota laying 3 and a hook. And we got Colorado State versus UNLV to close it on out. Kosty, got any thoughts?
Yeah, not a lot really stands out on the board. I'm going with the Gottliebs again. They've cashed for me, especially at home in these spots against teams that are awful on the road. IUPUI has had one win on the road this year. Yes, they're 4-5 ATS, but the Gottliebs have only played 3 home games, and they own this team. They're 7-3 against them overall. So I just think this is going to be a blowout game at home. They're playing really good ball right now. They're 4-1, but what I said, they're 2-1. They've only had 3 games that were actually rated with a spread. They've done very well in these spots against terrible teams that don't play well on the road. I think I had them on Monday as well. Taking the Gottliebs here, Green Bay. Give me the Zips. I love their Friday night spots. They've only played 3 road games so far this year. I just think they're heads and shoulders better than Bowling Green. Yes, Bowling Green's 11-5 and 6-3 at home, but they've played very subpar competition so far. The Zips own these guys. They own them 8-2 against them overall, 7-3 against the spread. Just certain teams that you own. And I just believe that the Zips will show up tonight. They've only played 3 road games so far this year, but they played actually tougher competition than Bowling Green. So on the road, I think they're going to smack them around. 4 should not matter.
There's not a whole lot I love today in college hoops. I have no premiums. It'll be my second day in a row not having a premium. I just been red hot in college hoops, so it's like I don't want to throw it away on things I don't like. Even though I hate to do this, but going back to yesterday, I should have went with my gut because everything fucking cashed. Man, Liberty beat the hell out of Louisiana Tech. South Dakota State covered against Denver. What else? ULM. Or no, UL, they did not cover against ULM, so that was one loss. But what was the other one? Oh, the big one, the one I told y'all, bro. I've been telling y'all on this fucking show all season long. Them Ducks of Oregon and hoops are garbage.
They're not quacking.
No. Short, sweet, simple, just trash. So I was so mad I didn't have Ohio State yesterday. I was so mad at myself for that. That game for me today is USC plus the 3.5. I feel like everybody named mama on Minnesota today. I'm not mad at USC for losing to Michigan and Michigan State. Them 2 of the best teams in the country. Minnesota, they're not that. I think they're overrated and overvalued in this spot today. That's kind of just my thoughts. So I believe we're getting value on USC because they're coming off 2 blowout losses on the road. And I believe Minnesota's overrated and overvalued because they beat up on weak-ass teams at home. Campbell, Fairleigh Dickinson, Texas Southern. That shit out of here. I might worry about that. Yeah, they barely beat Iowa at home. Ooh. Not laying over a bucket with Minnesota. Give me USC. I agree with Kosty on the Zips. Pretty much everything he said. I think they're the better team. I think they go in there and beat up on Bowling Green. And I would actually agree with the Gottliebs. I hate to do it. I won't be there. I told y'all that on Saturday, too. I can lean towards the Gottliebs all day. They can't get none of my money, though. I just can't put my hard on money on the Gottliebs. Or was that Monday? Because you were here. Yeah, you were here.
It was Monday. They covered.
They did. Shout out to Gottlieb. All right, that's college hoops, man. Let's go to the NBA. Let's go to the National Basketball Association. Really good card today, man. I really like today's NBA card. We got the Sixers and the Magic. Magic getting 3 at home. We got the Celtics and the Raptors. Celtics laying 8.5. Pelicans laying 2.5 on the Washington Wizards. And the Nets, 4.5 point dogs against the Clippers. I'll go first here. I like the Sixers in this one. Orlando leaves a lot to be desired right now, man. And I just think the Sixers are the better basketball team. The Sixers are playing the better basketball. It's also a little revenge game for the Sixers. Orlando blew them out last time they played. For me, when you look at Orlando's schedule, their last 5 games are Pacers, Washington, Brooklyn, Chicago. And they didn't play well. Those are all bad teams, and they were all stupid competitive games against the worst teams in the league. So in your step-up game, you now want me to take you against the Sixers? I just can't. So I'm going to take the Sixers in this one. I like what I've seen from them overall. They only had the one hiccup game, and that was against the Nuggets. And that really, I don't know Jokic, but that was still a tough little game for them. Other than that, though, they've handled business, and I think they handle business here. I like the Celtics in this one. The Celtics have blown out the Raptors already twice this season. I think they do it for a third straight time. I like them coming off the L as well. It's a little bounce back game at home here for Boston. The Raptors just haven't been good on the road. They haven't been good road underdogs. And I just don't think they have enough offensive firepower to keep up with Boston. That's all I'm saying. So give me a lean towards the Celtics. Pelicans, Wizards. I think this is a game where the line tells you everything you need to know. I know the Pelicans have been trash, garbage, looking like shit. And I know the Wizards have played all right. Wizards have won, 3 of their last 5. Pelicans are favored on the road here for good reason, though, because they are the better basketball team, and I do think they win this game. So I don't know if Trae Young's playing in this game or not. I said that on the Jam Session. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. So this is not a premium style. Well, it is maybe. I got to deep dive it a little bit after this game, but I like the Pelicans. I think the line tells you what you need to know. And then Clippers, Nets, I would lean Brooklyn plus the points. The Clippers, they had that stretch of playing well, but yeah. Okay. So yeah, y'all are right. Yeah, that sounds about right. No Trae, no Wizards. I just would lean towards the Pelicans. But Clippers, Nets. Clippers were fake playing well there for a minute, but you could also look at it through the lens of 2 of their last 3 they've been taken behind the woodshed. And I just don't want to be laying points on the road with them. Brooklyn is a decent little bounce. I mean, Brooklyn's a decent little team at home. Their last 2 games, they've played really well at home. I like the Nets in this spot. Give me Brooklyn plus the points. What you thinking, Kosty?
Yeah, I'm almost aligned on everything that you said. I like Boston here coming off that loss at home against the Nuggets where they were heavily favored. That bounce back spot, I think Toronto, as you've seen them taking some big L's on the road against subpar competition. They lost to the Wizards. They lost to the Nets. Yeah, they beat on a buzzer beater Charlotte, but Charlotte just came off that hype win against Oklahoma City. So I'm not going to put too much emphasis into that. Boston's a better team. I like them in a bounce back spot here. And they own Toronto, ATS and overall. I just think it's a good spot on Friday night for Boston laying the points. I'm going to lean. I don't have any opinion in the Philly. I mean, I guess I like your breakdown. Philly is the better team. Orlando has been inconsistent at home. I just don't trust them right now. Philly's playing better ball. But I could see this being a bucket game at the end. So rather stay away from a game like that. I'm on the Nets as well. I had the Nets the other night against the Magic. We got there in overtime. They were getting 2.5, and they lost by 1. The Clippers only won 4 road games this year. Probably no Kawhi. I know he's day-to-day with an ankle. Yeah, I don't see Kawhi playing tonight. And the Brooklyn Nets, they're a little, they're sneaky at home. They're sneaky good. Kind of like what you said. They're very sneaky good at home. I think 4.5 points is too much. I wouldn't even be shocked if Brooklyn won the game outright. Would not be shocked whatsoever. I think 4.5 is too much. So taking the Nets there. And I'm leaning toward the Pelicans. I'm not putting any money on it. This was not a release on any of the games that we sent out earlier today. No Trae Young. New Orleans is the better team. The line, like you said, tells you exactly what you need to know. I'm going to lean Pelicans here.
We keep it rolling. We go to Memphis, where the Grizzlies are 5.5-point home dogs with the Thunder Buddies rolling in. No Shea, no Holmgren, no Hartenstein tonight for the Thunder. Still multiple possession favorites on the road. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Suns been balling they goddamn ass off, man. Do they continue to do it? They got them Knicks tonight. Knicks been struggling since winning that cup. Do they bounce back tonight in Phoenix? Sharp Chaser special, I think. Friday night at home, Denver, no Jokic. Do they win?
No problem.
Do they win or do them Hawks step up? No Trae Young. New era, new Hawks, or what? Rockets, Blazers 6.5-point dogs. How you feeling?
All right. Where are we starting here? I'm staying away from this Memphis OKC game. OKC has a lot of good backups. Why are they 5.5 on the road? Why? I went back and forth on this one. We're not touching this game as a whole. If I had to lean, I'd lean Memphis with the points and just assume the backups are not going to blow out Memphis. I just don't see it. I don't see how they have enough firepower. I mean, with all those guys out, 5.5, I thought it would be 3 would be the right number. But you're getting 5.5.
So Memphis is pretty banged up in this one too, though. No John Morant. He's out tonight. Conchar's game time decision. Clark is out still. So Memphis got a couple injuries as well.
I'm staying away from this one.
Fair.
Give me the Suns at home here. Revenge game at home. Love the spot Friday night. Like you said, Knicks since the Cup have been struggling, especially on the road. Yeah, they beat the Clippers at home, which I expected. I had them in that game laying 5, but it's a different animal with Phoenix balling their asses off. I like them in the spot on Friday night. I like the spot for Phoenix. I think that the line is where it should be based on how these teams have performed throughout the year. I don't think there's really a huge edge or mispricing here. I'm taking Phoenix at home. I'm all the way with Denver. Probably one of my favorite games on the board today. Denver finally, it took them a couple games to get acclimated without Jokic, but they've put together 2 really good wins against 2 really good teams. They beat up on Philly in a clutch game. Very close game, but on the road. This is the first game after an extended road trip. They beat Boston here a couple days ago. I don't know what we're going to see with this Atlanta team. Yeah, they won at home without Trae against New Orleans, but now you're going on the road where they're very inconsistent. Friday night in Denver, regardless, no Jokic, but they're still a really good home team. They have a lot of talent still to throw out there. I think this line is mispriced. I think it should be Denver laying 2 at home. The fact that I'm getting a point at home, take them on the money line, and then Sacramento, Golden State, pass. Take a roof alone that one.
Thunder Buddies for life, man. Thunder Buddies for fucking life. I made this bed. I got to lay in it. That's kind of my thoughts. No Shea. No Chet. No Hartenstein. No per blank. Give me the Thunder. Man, I've been killing the books since the turn of the calendar. I had one of my biggest plays of the season the other night, though, on the Thunder, though, and they let me down in dramatic fashion. I still want that one back. I'm still just hurt.
What, against the Jazz?
Yes. Oh, my God. I lost so much money on that game, bro.
And it was weird line movement. Went from 18 to 19, back to 17. Very weird on that one.
Tonight, they take some frustration out on Memphis. I just don't like the spot for the Grizzlies, honestly. Let me see. Hold on 2 seconds. Got to get back to my graphics. All right. The Memphis Grizzlies this season as a home dog. They haven't really played that well as a home underdog. They're 2-7 straight up and 2-7 ATS. So what that tells me is when Memphis is expected to lose at home, they do. The Thunder, while they're not as good as they used to be, they're still 13-4 straight up as road favorites. They're 8-9 ATS, so about 500. This line is light, man. This is my thoughts. This is still one of the best teams in the NBA. I know they're missing their 2 best players, but they don't have the 2 best players in the NBA. We've never said that about the Thunder. We don't say that. They don't have the 2 best players in the league. They're the best team in the league. Team. And it's partly due to what they're able to get away with on the defensive side of the basketball. And I still think they're going to be able to get away with the pushing, the shoving. I just think they're still going to be more physical than Memphis. I think Jalen Williams gets off tonight, and I think the Thunder win this game likely by double digits. I did not like what I saw from Memphis in that last game. Memphis got flooded by Phoenix in that last game, and that was a bad spot for Phoenix. Phoenix was on a back end of a back-to-back with travel after in the letdown spot after beating the Thunder. Like, oh my God, that was a terrible spot. And they got flooded. So I'm on the Thunder, bro. I'd rather have Memphis plus 8.5 comfortable. And that there's no such thing when gambling, bro. You're either right or you're wrong. So adding points, you're just asking to lose. Especially in hoops. Like in football, I understand buying points. I understand buying points in football games. Especially key numbers. If you're trying to get off key numbers. Basketball, if you're buying points in basketball, bro, you need to stop right now.
Shouldn't be doing it in football either.
You shouldn't be doing it in football either, but it makes a little more sense to me. You're on, like last night, you got Miami 3, you rather have 2.5. You know what I mean? To protect yourself. Like that, I could understand that. But even then, you're just fucking yourself over in the long run. Rarely do those points come into action. I know you may feel like it's all the time, but games rarely come right down to the number, like right down to it. It's probably, I wish I had the number. Al probably has that number. I'll ask.
They don't actually. So it doesn't happen as nearly as much as you think. Only reason people believe that is because it happens to them.
Yeah.
And they remember it. But overall, big sample size, 1,000 games, it doesn't land on the number as much as you think. And buying off the number in the long run, if you're really doing this professionally, adds up, and it's never recommended to buy points.
Yeah. I'm just trying to help you out. If you do it, you do it. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, like, you're just hurting yourself in the long run. You're not getting paid what you're supposed to get paid. And the money you think you're saving by buying it, if you lost, you were likely going to lose anyway. So that's kind of just my breakdown of it. Jay, I thought you'd like the Grizzlies on Fridays. I typically do like the Grizzlies on Fridays, but I just gave you the numbers, bro. At home, when they're expected to lose at home, they're 2-9, or was it 2-7? Oh. I don't know about you. It is 2-7. Yeah, they're 2-7 as the home dog. So at a certain point, you got to look at the results of what's actually going on. And I don't know. I like the Thunder. We'll see. I do like Phoenix here. I can't get off Phoenix. Phoenix is the most profitable team in the league. Phoenix is low-key becoming the new Thunder buddies. Somebody said that in the comments the other day, and I said, man, they just been cashing like nobody's business, and I can't get off them tonight. I honestly, due to everything that's going on right now, they should be favorites over New York. They should be the favorite, especially at home. At home, here's why I say that. The Knicks, I like the Knicks. We've been on the Knicks a ton. But one spot the Knicks haven't played well in this season is the road favorite. When the Knicks have been expected to win on the road this season, they're 7-5 straight up. 7-5 straight up. ATS 3-9. So they do not win by margin on the road. Hell, they barely win all the time on the road. They're 7-5. They're only 2 games up on the road as favorites. So I just think it's a good spot to grab the Suns, man. The Suns as a road dog.
They've only covered 3 games, period, on the road. Period.
Yeah.
They've played 16 total games on the road. They've only covered 3.
Yeah. As a home dog this season, Phoenix is 4-3 straight up, 5-2 ATS. So they begging me to take the Suns. They don't gotta beg me too hard. They don't gotta beg me too hard.
And it's a revenge game at home. I just like it. I like it.
Me too. These are 2 teams going in opposite directions right now. You got the Suns playing as well as they can play in their best stretch of basketball, and then you got the Knicks in their worst stretch of basketball out on the road in a non-favorable spot. So it's like Suns for me every day of the week. We'll see what happens. I agree with you on the Nuggets, man. Friday night at home, Denver. This is the invention of stupid, dummy, crazy.
Are these just the nuggets? They're not chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets.
We only give them chicken when Jokic is the chicken. They're just the nuggets.
Vegan nuggets.
They're the vegan nuggets. The tofu nuggets.
I'm still.
Hey, they're still edible, but it's not chicken. They're still edible. It's not chicken. It's not chicken.
I'm on them boys tonight.
Tofu nuggets.
I'm on them boys tonight, man. We'll see what happens. The Hawks got to show me. Like I said this on the jam session. Expecting Atlanta to win in Denver, I cannot do. You know what I mean? If this line was 2.5, 3, I might have been like, all right, maybe it's a little spot for the Hawks. But, man, you got to show me you can walk into Denver and get it done. You got to show me. I got to see it. So, I'm going to take the Nuggets, man, personally. Rockets, Blazers. I lean Blazers. I just haven't loved the form of the Rockets on the road recently. Like, we're in mid-season where, teams are kind of going through the motions. And I kind of got that feeling about the Blazers. This is not a premium. About the Rockets. This is not a premium for me tonight. It would not shock me at all if the Rockets came in here and won this game by double digits. Like, they are head and shoulders better than the Blazers. I want y'all to hear me correctly. The Rockets are much better than Portland. But in terms of what is their motivation to come out here and win this game by double digits tonight, there is none. I just feel like Portland is going to play this game down to the wire, down to the string. And this game might be closer than some people think. So that's all I'm saying. I would lean Portland. That's kind of my thoughts. Last 2, Kosty. We got Kings. You talked about this one. And then I should have did them all in one. And then Lakers, Bucks.
You had Portland in the last one. All good.
Yeah. Any thoughts on these last 2?
I like the over in the Milwaukee Lakers game. Both of these teams have been overperforming this year, scoring points. You have arrested LeBron tonight, Friday night, late game against. This is an ESPN game, right? I think this might be. You have Giannis on the other side. You have all the stars out. Luka's out there. I think 229 is slightly low. This should be in the 230s. And I get it. Milwaukee plays hard-fought defensive games usually, but not this year. Not this year. I think this game is going to fly over. I think it's going to be 240. There's going to be a lot of points scored, a lot of possessions, run and gun on both sides. So with the form that I've seen between these 2 teams, they have been overperforming offensively. I think it's going to be way over 229.
I kind of agree with you. I like an over here as well. I think you broke that down really well. Give me an over in this one, and I'm going to take the Lakers. I'm going to take them. I'm going to lay the 3. The reason I'm going to do that is Couple reasons. Let me get back to my good old charts. The Lakers this season as a home favorite, 8-2 straight up, 7-3 ATS. I don't know why y'all be so scared to bet the Lakers, bro. Y'all act like y'all just be getting beat on over the head with the Lakers. No, we don't, bro. We do not. They don't cash every game just like every other team. Yeah, we got beat up the other night against the Spurs. It happens, okay? It happens. But when them boys at home, man, we have made a really pretty penny. I keep telling y'all because I think y'all be forgetting. The most you take last season and this season combined, the two most profitable teams are still the Thunder and the Lakers at home. It's those two. So it's kind of hard for me to get off of them, especially at home. And then in the bounce back spot, you take on the bounce back spot too. Bounce back game at home. I like the Lakers in this spot. They've been trustworthy. Again, let me tell you one more time. Home favorite, Lakers. 8-2 straight up, 7-3 ATS. And the other thing, let's go to the other side. The other side of this thing, the Bucks as a road dog. 2-9 straight up. When the Bucks are expected to lose on the road, you know what happens? They lose.
They lose.
They are better ATS. They are better. They're 6-5 ATS as a road dog. So there's that. But I don't know, man. Like it's gonna like Kosty said, in a high scoring offensive game, I trust the Lakers more, especially at home. I just do. I think LeBron and Luka together will be able to do more than just Giannis by himself. That's kind of my thoughts. So I'll lay the 3 with the Lakers. That's my thoughts on this one. And the Kings, they're the worst team in the NBA. I will continue to tell y'all that. You might be like, 14.5, that's a lot. Maybe the Kings. I remember they would like being they was playing the Warriors tough. That shit is over. The Kings are terrible. Give me the Warriors. Like 14.5 at home, Friday night ball holla. Curry for 3. Light skin sleep. Yeah, light skinned man style game. So I'm fading the Kings, bro. I hate the Kings with a passion. They're just that bad. They did cover in their last game. Shout out to the Kings. They did cover in their last one against the Mavs, but I don't think that's saying anything. I don't think that's saying anything. The reason I say that is the Mavs now have failed to cover in 9 straight road games. So it's like Mavs ain't covering against nobody on the road. So 5 of the last 6 games for Sacramento, they've lost by damn near 20 points. I think tonight they get back to regular schedule program. That's all I'm saying. Give me the Warriors in our last and final NBA game of the night. We've got one game left to cover, Kosty. We had the big one. Let's talk some college football, man. Somebody is looking to punch their ticket to the national championship and face the Miami Hurricanes. We got the number 1 team in the night, the Indiana Hoosiers. No longer a basketball school, man, a football school. 3.5 point favorites over the Ducks of Oregon. Second meeting between these two teams this season. How you feeling?
I'm on the Ducks plus the points, and I'll give you a reason why. This game, when you go back to that earlier game with Indiana, Oregon, this game was tied. It was back and forth till about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Oregon had some injuries at that point. They didn't have all their wide receivers. Indiana was pretty much had their full strength. Oregon is playing better ball, not taking anything away from Indiana. I just think this game comes down to a field goal late. Honestly, it's a coin flip of who wins that last second field goal, but this game is not going to be a blowout on any side. I even like the under here as well. Last time they played, it was 30-20. Both teams have a very good defense. Oregon right now, I think, has a slightly better defense of what they've been able to do. Obviously, they have, as a team, Indiana has the better team because they don't have the 5-star recruits. They're not going to have a ton of guys going to the NFL. Oregon does. I think Oregon right now it's hard to beat a team twice in the same year. I just think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I'd rather have the points in my back pocket, and I'll also sprinkle something on the under here as well. I think it's going to be one of those games where you saw what Oregon did last game. It's, Oregon couldn't convert last game against Texas. Oregon, right, against Texas Tech, couldn't convert, even though they won and they shut out Texas Tech, which was, I don't know what Texas Tech was doing that game. But they just made them look like a high school football team. And Oregon had trouble in the red zone, which means that they're not as efficient in the red zone. They can blow you out, but I see this being a lot of field goals in this game. There was a lot of field goals in the previous game. I just see this being a 23-20 win, either side. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if either side makes it, but I think this is going to be a very tough fought game. So give me Oregon plus the points, and I'll take the under.
Man, I'm sitting here debating on if I want to get y'all this game for free or not. I gave y'all yesterday's, bro. I gave y'all yesterday. I think I'm gonna save it for sale. Yesterday I said I was gonna do it.
You've been hot in college football. I mean, the reality is
I've been hot.
It's very, and look, your picks daily plays are basically like going to the movies. Instead of buying movie tickets, buy Jay's college football play. The guy's been red hot. And I don't even know what it is.
I think I'm going to give it to y'all, though.
Okay.
I think I'm going to give it to y'all, and I'll just sell my NBA tonight.
Drum roll.
I'm on Oregon.
Woo!
Plus a 3.5.
Oh, look. Mitch. This is for Mitch. Daffy Duck.
Yeah, I'm going to take Oregon plus 3.5. I actually got a really pretty penny on it. So appreciate all y'all for joining us this college football season. For me, one of my big angles in this game is the revenge. And we've seen revenge be really profitable here in the playoffs. Only teams that really haven't played well with revenge in the playoffs are the teams that really had no business being in there, like Tulane. You know what I mean? Like just a group of 4 teams. You know what I mean? So it's like
James Madison.
Yeah, James Madison. Yeah.
I need to stop doing that shit. This isn't college basketball. This is not college basketball. Teams like UMBC beating Virginia, that shit doesn't happen in college football. I need to get rid of all that shit.
The thing Indiana had going for them against a lot of teams this season is they just hadn't seen them. Oregon's already seen them. They already know what they look like. They already know how they match up against them. The new hot shining toy this year is Curt Cignetti. Everybody's in love with him. Best coach in college football, best coach in college football, best coach in college football. I think y'all forgot about the shining toy before him, and I think he comes out and lets y'all know again today. Dan Lanning is him too. And one thing that impressed me, the one thing that I took most from last week, I told y'all on Monday, the thing that I took most from last week watching the college football games was the thing I was most impressed with. Chambers balled his ass off. What else happened last week? Miami looked good. Indiana, the way they destroyed, what's the name? They look
Alabama.
good. The way they destroyed Alabama, they look good. Despite all that, the thing that was most impressive to me last week was how fucking good this Oregon defense looked. This Oregon defense, I didn't see that happening whatsoever, the way they completely shut down Mr. Morton and that Texas Tech offense, which had been high flying all season long. You know what I mean? Been putting up whatever on whoever all season long. We've really yet to see this Indiana defense be slowed down this year. I think we see that today. That's what I'm banking on, grabbing the points there with Oregon. I think we see Indiana's offense struggle for one of the first times this season. A lot of y'all laughed at me when I said these same words yesterday about the Ole Miss offense. I said, bro, this is the toughest defense they've played all season. They do not have the mismatch in the trenches like they have against other teams. And I think that is ultimately what's going to cost them this game. And we saw them start way slow. You know what I mean? They did heat up at the end of the game when the Miami defense was tired, we're playing on dead legs. You start to see that Ole Miss offense speed back up. But at the beginning of the game, that wasn't the case. And I kind of got that same feeling tonight about Oregon. I think this Oregon defense, which really impressed the hell out of me last week, shows up and plays well here in this one. I like the 3 and a hook in my back pocket. And all it's really going to take is an early mistake from Indiana, and they're playing from behind, and we're in a really good place with Oregon. Like, I know Indiana's looked really good this season, but to me, these two teams are still on a level playing field. And if you're going to give me points in my back pocket in this one, I'm going to take it. I felt like last night's game, the reason I laid the points with Miami is there was a legitimate mismatch in that game. There was a legitimate mismatch. And that mismatch in last night's game was Miami was legitimately better than Ole Miss on the offense and defensive line. In tonight's game, there is no such mismatch. There is no such mismatch in this game. So in a 50-50 game, all the chips on the middle of the table, Indiana looking to do something they've never done, I don't expect them to do it by margin. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, I'm grabbing the points with the Oregon Ducks. I honestly believe they have a legitimate chance to win this game outright, but getting up and over a field goal is a really good place to be. That's where I'd rather be. That's where a majority of my money is. I have a really pretty penny tonight on the Oregon Ducks. We'll see what happens. All right. If you fade me, good luck to you. If you're rocking with me, let's cash, man. But I gave y'all my college play other day for free, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Can I stay red hot?
National championship.
I think
it's a green national championship.
I haven't missed a college football game in a minute. Like, I've been that hot in college football. Let me see. Especially in the bowls. Like, I think I've hit like my last 6 or some shit like that. So you my boy, but 3.5 ain't enough for Oregon. We'll see. We'll see. Indiana's good, but I think they're a little overrated coming off the dominant win against Alabama. We'll see. All right. I don't believe in jinxing it, man. I don't believe in that, man. I can't jinx something. I can't jinx it. I just can't do it. I'm unjinxable. If I lose, I was supposed to lose. You feel me? But that's it. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. We covered everything under the sun. Money making Friday, one of my absolute favorite days of the week. I'm in love with the football action we got coming up this weekend. I'll be here tomorrow, help break down some of the NFL action, wild card weekend. Of course, we got great college hoops action this weekend, NBA action this weekend. It's a lot going on, man. And we'll be here to break it down, let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see it all playing out. Today, for me, over at PickDawgz Premium, I got a pretty hefty card. I just gave y'all my college football play for free. But I believe tonight in the NBA, I'm going to have 4 or 5 plays in the NBA tonight. I've been going light, really, for a while in the NBA, but this is going to be one of my bigger cards in quite some time. So I'm attacking the NBA tonight. I think it's a good card to attack. I've been dominating 2026, absolutely dominating it. I'm number one here at Pick Dawgz since the turn of the new year. I'm number one last 7 days here at Pick Dawgz. And I'm just looking to keep momentum rolling forward, man. I'm killing it all sports right now. It's not just NBA. I'm in red hot in college football. I've hit 7 in a row in college basketball. I think I've hit back-to-back in hockey. College football, I've hit like 4 or 5 in a row. So it's everything combined. I'm seeing the board really well right now, and I'm just looking to keep it rolling. So if you want to keep it rolling with me, hop on at Pick Dawgz Premium. As I tell you all the time, and the OGs will tell you, coming off a cold streak, I'm just a streaky handicapper. It is what it is. I wish I could be more consistent, but it's just how my handicapping style lends itself to. So I'm coming off one of my coldest streaks of my life. So you know what that means. That means there's a generational heater on the back end of it. It always plays out like that. It almost always plays out like that. And I believe I'm in the middle of it right now, but I kind of believe it's just beginning. So how long can we ride it? Jump on with me and let's find out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Kosty, what's going on our Safer Syndicate group?
Well, as always, guys, what we do is very unique to the platform. We don't offer daily picks. This is more of a management style service where you're getting catered to different sports, different units, guys that are not even on the Pick Dawgz site that provide us a feed of games. It's very high volume. It's very hands-on. So we require minimum bankrolls of at least 5,000 or more to participate. If this does interest you, hit me up. The number is right on Pick Dawgz under Safer Syndicate Group or the Dime Club. Eric or myself will get back to you within 24 hours.
There you go, man. Hop on with Kosty Durant. Man, money making Friday, heading to a really great weekend. It is now parlay time. Parlay. What you parlaying up, Kosty?
Let's go Boston Celtics, Brooklyn Nets, Phoenix Suns.
I ain't mad at that. I'm going to go Oregon, Golden State Warriors, there's a lot of ways I can go with this last one. Denver Nuggets, money line. Like that. Oregon, Denver Nuggets, money line, Golden State Warriors. I actually like that a lot. I'm probably put like 250 on that. Yeah. That's a good one. Appreciate y'all, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same. No, actually, I just lied. See y'all tomorrow, 1 hour earlier. It's a weekend show. It starts an hour earlier. So I'll be here, likely in the host chair. Be on the lookout. You know, it's the weekend show, so a lot of people pop in. We got some good action this weekend, so you should see a good handful of faces on tomorrow's show. Jeremy, he's in Cancun right now. That's why he's not on today. You know, Ravens there with him. Sorry, I had to. My Cowboys there too, for what it's worth.
Cowboys have been there for a couple months.
You know what I mean? But so yeah, that's why Jeremy's not here today. And then Roof, Friday is just his day. So that's why he went here today. But he should be back tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm sure Bittler will be here tomorrow. Jovan will be here tomorrow. Zawacki will probably be here tomorrow. Plus whoever else under the sun. So be on the lookout for that. And all the other content we got on the channel and on the website. Check out the website, man. The website got a lot of good information, and just you can get lost on the website, man. So go over there, check it out as well. I don't got nothing else for y'all though, man. This was Mitch's. Carrie gave it to me.
You got to put your hand over the camera first. It's still not doing it. Pull it away a little bit. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Why is that not around your neck right now?
Because I don't have a chain for it. It's actual gold, and so I don't have my.
That's so cool.
Yes, I need to put one. I need to get one.
Well, this was. I keep doing that. This was Mitch's right here that I got framed. authentic, worn Ray Lewis, Miami jersey. Shout out to the U.
Man. Shout out to them boys, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Make it a winning day. We out here.